Welcome back. Now, if you're facing a spell in hospital, it's normal to get a bit nervous, but when you're a youngster, it can be all the more difficult. Whether it's the big noisy machines or the prospect of an operation, it's easy to be overwhelmed by what's ahead. So doctors at Glasgow's Children's Hospital have decided to do something about it. They've teamed up with a leading charity and designed a new app to help make hospital visits less intimidating for kids. Amy Dunsmuir has been to see how it works.
So you have lots of different stuff. You have calming breeze, stress ball, get creative, and tummy breathing.
Eva Sharp isn't like most 9-year-olds. She has chronic, non-specific osteomyelitis. It means her bones swell and ache, so she's in and out of hospital for treatment.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous, a bit scared, because I thought it was something like really, really bad that I had wrong with me, so it wasn't as bad as I thought it would have been.
Eva is one of the patients at Glasgow's Royal Hospital for Children, and she's used their new app, designed to make trips to the hospital a little less stressful.
It's good to calm you down if you're a bit stressed, so it helped a bit.
So do you think you'll be using it a lot in the future?
Yeah.
Hospichill was produced by the Glasgow Children's Hospital charity. It lets children input data, like when their next hospital appointment is, and gives them tasks to do to help prepare them for their visit. Everything from relaxing breathing exercises to letting them record questions they want to ask their doctors.
The main thing is that we know distraction, relaxation and choice helps children feel more relaxed, helps them be less anxious, helps them be prepared. And the main aim behind the Hospichill is to get those ideas and tools out there so that they're accessible to every single child or young person that is coming into a hospital or going for any sort of a medical appointment.
This hospital is the largest children's hospital in Scotland, treating over 450 patients a day, each with their own conditions and own special requirements. It's hoped that the app and other enhancement projects will help make hospital feel a little more like home.
In the past year, we've funded things like a new cardiac scanner that's the first of its kind in a children's hospital in Scotland. We've funded artwork in the wards so that it can help children to relax, and we're really looking forward to, in partnership with the NHS, enhancing and extending our programme of not only medical equipment but also service delivery here at the hospital.
From murals to medicine, there's been a real drive to make sure this new hospital is as child-friendly as possible, all in a bid to encourage a new generation not to shy away from the doctor. Amy Dunsmuir, STV News.
Well, let's find out more. Joining me now is Douglas Sampson from Glasgow Children's Hospital Charity and Amy Ovens, who's a patient at the hospital. Thanks for coming in, both of you. Douglas, first of all, this is about making hospital visits less intimidating for kids. Why has the app been created?
Yeah, well, the app has been created to do exactly that. It's to take the fear and anxiety and stresses out of what can be an intimidating thing, a visit to a hospital, and just make it more relaxing for children. So it's full of breathing exercises, coping mechanisms, and other tools that children can use to take the stress and worry out of a visit to hospital.
Now, we heard a bit about it in Amy's package there, but explain how the app works.
So the app works by a child will pop their appointment into the app, and then over the sort of weeks and days leading up to the appointment, the app will help them prepare for the hospital appointment. Now that might get them, there's a traffic light system, so it starts off with red for get ready, so it'll talk them through making sure they've got everything organised, making sure they know where they're going and when, and then it talks them through the exercises that they find most useful. So there's loads of different ways and coping mechanisms within the tool, and the great thing is that because it's in the app, the child can choose the coping mechanism that works best for them. So it might be listen to relaxing leaves going down a stream, or it might be a little scenario with the turtle on the beach who's listening to the waves lapping up against the sand. But all of those are designed to just help the child in those days leading up to the appointment, and then when they actually get to the hospital itself.
Now, Amy, tell me about your visits to the hospital. How do you feel when you know you've got something coming up?
It can be really scary going to the hospital, but with the app and the play leaders and everything that can help, it'll make it a lot easier.
And what kind of things kind of make you feel a bit iffy about going to the hospital?
just what the doctors are going to say, and if it's bad, and if I've had test results back, or it's just quite scary sometimes.
I can imagine there's probably quite a lot. Now I hear there's a teddy bear hospital and lots of paintings. What do you like about it?
It just makes it a lot more fun and less scary, and it's just fun.
And do you use the app yourself? What do you think of it?
The app's really good. It really helps you to feel relaxed and less tense and anxious about going to the hospital.
And Douglas, we mentioned some of the things that the hospital has, besides the app. There are reasons behind having things like, a teddy bear hospital and paintings, aren't there?
Yeah, that's right. At Glasgow Children's Hospital Charity, as well as the medical equipment, we fund a lot of enhancements and play programmes that are designed to help children relax. So things like the Teddy Hospital, that's an area of the hospital that's set up with medical equipment and lots of teddies so that children can come in ahead of a procedure and perform the procedure they're going to have done to themselves on a teddy. And for a child, it's just play. It's good fun, and it's a distraction from the hospital environment. But the act of actually taking out that procedure on a teddy, so it might be pretending to take blood or put them through a wee MRI scanner, prepares the child for the procedure that they're then going to have. And in articulating to Teddy what's going to happen, in a way they're preparing themselves for that treatment that they're then going to have afterwards. And there's good evidence to show that children who go through relaxation processes like this then go on to have a successful procedure.
And how important is it for you to, look after the kids before, they actually go into the hospital?
Well, it's really important because the difference between a child being relaxed or a child being tense can mean the difference between requiring a general anaesthetic ahead of a treatment or a procedure and being in hospital for a few days, or going in and not requiring the general anaesthetic and being back at your school desk or out playing in the afternoon. So being able to reduce anxiety as part of a hospital visit is hugely important for the overall experience of the child and also of their support network, be it a family or a carer or a grandparent, because if a child is relaxed and having fun, then they're less likely to be upset.
And Amy, you seem much braver than I ever was about going to hospital. What advice would you give to other kids who perhaps feel nervous about going?
Just to try and not be so scared and just try and relax and just don't think that it's going to be so bad, because it might not be.
And what kind of things help you?
The play leaders help me a lot because they help me. It distracts like what bad things might happen, and they really help us.
And Douglas, what's next for the charity and the hospital?
Well, we're committed to funding enhanced medical equipment at the hospital. So at the moment we are raising money for a new endoscope for the gastroenterology department that will help to diagnose and treat children like Amy who suffer from a range of conditions including Crohn's, colitis and celiac disease. We're also expanding our volunteer programme and the services that we offer at the hospital to make sure that there's really a good support network for everybody when they visit the hospital, so for families or for volunteers.
Well, Douglas and Amy, thank you very much for coming into the studio today.
Thank you.
Now remember, you can get in touch with us if there's a story you think we should know about or an issue you want us to highlight. You can contact any of our reporters by Facebook or Twitter and keep up to date with all the very latest on the STV News app. And that's it for the moment. From all of us here in the STV News team, enjoy the rest of your evening. Goodbye for now.